Hi everyone, it's me, Jen, once again, and today I wanted to do a video that's kind of more focused on bronzers. I absolutely love bronzer all year round. I don't find my skin to look as great without bronzer, just to give myself a little bit of color, a little bit of that warmth, as well as just kind of contour a little bit so that my features can accentuate where I want it to and just kind of sculpt your face. I know if you are a type of person that usually do not bronze up or use bronzer or use any type of contouring, you're probably thinking, I'm gonna X this out, but please just watch this because I think this is going to change your mind. I find that bronzer is worth it and a must for almost everyone. I find that it makes your skin look a lot better, it makes it look glowy, it makes it look the best that it can look, in my opinion. So I wanted to share with you my top products, so let's just get right into it. Now, the first thing is first, there's different types of bronzers. One that's going to make your skin look more bronze, meaning when you are transitioning from the winter time into the fall summertime, your skin is looking a little bit more pale, your skin looks a little bit more dull. A little bronzer is going to make the color of your skin match the color that you're getting in your body, as well as just make your foundation look a little bit more golden, which is going to make the skin look more alive. Now there's another type of bronzer where you're actually using it to contour, meaning you're wanting to really make your cheekbones stand out, a little bit of slimming on the face. And there's the last type of bronzer is where you're definitely contouring to accentuate any features. So let's get into just the different types of bronzer that I recommend for certain type of looks that I would like to go for. So first of all, I want to show you the most easiest bronzer you can actually use for all three. The one that I'm talking about here is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. Now this color is very flattering. In the pot, it kind of looks yellow in a way and it looks kind of dark and intense, but actually it's a very forgiving color. I find it to be perfect all over the skin if you needed it, just for that beautiful sun-kissed look. When you're wanting to bronze your skin up, what's best is to apply the bronzer wherever the sun would hit, meaning the highest points of your face, your nose area, the nose bridge, the chin, and anywhere that wherever the sun's gonna hit. So that's going to make your skin look more bronze and more appropriate for the summer time. Now this is also a great powder to use just to contour, to slim down the face. So if you have a more square face, you can use it on the bottom where it's a little bit more square to kind of just make it smoother, make it look slimmer. Now if you're a type of person like me with a longer face, I just want to slim it down in certain areas, so I would actually just use it kind of like in the blush area. And that's really going to make this face look glowing on the outside. Now this is also a great product to use to contour in certain areas where you want to accentuate your face. Meaning if you want to use this to contour right down your nose area to kind of accentuate it, especially if you're taking photos, this is also a great bronzer to use. Now this is a bronzer I find to be great for all of these because it is matte, it is blendable, as well as it is not too orange or too warm. It does have an essence of a little bit of a cool tone to it. So the next product is a more affordable product, and this one I find to be a great one to use all over the face, as well as just to kind of slim down and give your skin a little bit more glow on the outside. Kind of like that Jennifer Lopez type of look. And this is a very affordable one. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in the color Sunny. Now I have gone through so many of these. I find this one to be pretty similar to the Hoola Benefit one that I just mentioned. It's just a little bit more orange, as you can see. The little hint of orange is actually doesn't transfer onto the skin very orange-like. It's not gonna make you look like an Oompa Loompa, but it gives you warmth, which is what a bronzer should do. I find that this one works really well for those who have light to medium skin tone, probably a little too orange for those who have fair skin, but I do think this is a great one just because it is drugstore, so it's affordable and it's very, very blendable. It costs around $2 to $3 depending where you're at. So the next product is a bronzer per se. It's not something that they made to be a bronzer, but I use it personally for a bronzer. This is the MAC Mineralized Skinfinish, and I got it in the color Dark Tan. Now, of course, this is not my color. Because it is a mineralized skin finish, I find it to blend into the skin so seamlessly you can't even tell. But because of how nice the mill is for the powder, it blends in the skin like liquid. It just makes the skin look like, wow, where did you actually even apply that? So what I do with this powder in particular is to just go around my face area, and this is usually used mostly in the spring and summertime just because of that tan color that it has in it. It really does give me that goldenness, and it's so beautiful. It doesn't give you that orange streak whatsoever, and I absolutely love this one. Definitely recommend it for those who have medium skin tone. To light to medium is still fine, as well as even darker than medium. But the color range for this product is so wide that you can definitely find that color for you. If you are very fair, I think the deep medium or the dark medium would work very well. Alright, so moving on to the next spectrum of the bronzers. Now, if you are medium to darker medium, this is definitely not one that's going to be great for those who have fair skin, but I absolutely love this one. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Bronzer. This one smells great and it blends so beautifully. Now, this product, I find it to be great not only for that bronzy color, but it does have depth to it, so I definitely say a little bit goes a long way. Using it with a brush that's a little bit more angled like this one is going to give you a really nice chiseled type of look. If you want something that's going to give you a little bit more shadow, if your face is a little bit more round and you want more dimension to your face, you don't like that flat look, this is definitely the bronzer for you. This is a great color because it really can mimic shadow, but at the same time give you that goldenness. So definitely recommend this for those who do have medium to deeper medium skin. And definitely if you are fairer, you can really use this to work into your cheekbones as well as your nose area or wherever you want a little bit more definition, but a little bit goes a long, long way. So this is the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in medium. Now, as you can see, compared to the other ones that I've showed you earlier, this one has a lot more of a gray undertone. So the grayness is going to mimic that shadowy look that you want. So what I do with these is I use it with a more angled brush so that I can really get into the lines that I want to create. This is definitely going to make you look slimmer. I really think this one makes the biggest difference in photography. If you want to mimic that natural shadow, this is the product. I absolutely love this to go right underneath the cheekbone. Just a hint of it. Just boom. Where did those cheekbones come from? It is amazing. I absolutely love this product. If I had to pick out of all of these, I definitely would pick this as my top favorite just because it does make such a big difference. I recommend this for all skin tones. Now, it might look a little scary for those who have fair skin tone, but definitely I think a little bit goes a long way. As long as you blend it in beautifully, it will look seamless and it will just amaze you. It will definitely amaze you. I am probably going to have to do a video where I show you how to use this because right in the middle of my face, if I did it on one side, you can definitely see a difference right away. Alright, so going into more creamy products. Now, the difference between a cream and a powder type of bronzer, I find creamy ones look more natural. It blends to the skin more like second skin rather than the powder. But I think powders look more natural if you're just wanting to dust it onto the face. But this product right here is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, and this is their bronzer. Now, this is a creamy bronzer, and the color looks a little bit orangey, which is kind of scary, but on the skin, it just looks gorgeous. It does give you that goldenness, and it isn't something that you should be using to sculpt. This is something that you're using to give you that golden, bronzy look. Now, the next product is Tom Ford's Creamy Duo. This is their shade and illuminator, and this is in the color Intensity 1. Now, look at this. This is the sculpting type of creamy product, and the bottom is an illuminator. So what I'm focusing on is this one up here. What I use it for is I actually use it with a very smaller brush that is synthetic, and I go right into the back of my hairline in the cheek area and go directly down, then blending it in circular motions to really give you that beautiful effect. This is so sheer that it actually go onto the skin and you can't even detect it, but it's there. It makes the skin look beautiful, and I absolutely love it. I think this is a great splurge just because it will last you a long time, and it makes the contouring and sculpting effect a lot more natural. Alright, so now that I've already talked about the different products that I use to bronze, I wanted to kind of focus on the type of brushes that I like to use. Now for creamy products, I absolutely love these Real Technique brushes. They are synthetic, so they're not going to grab too much of the product, and it's going to dispense it very nicely as well as blend it beautifully. So this one is the contour brush. I absolutely love this for sculpting and contouring, and this one is beautiful for just bronzing up the skin. And with this particular brush, because it's a lot slimmer than a typical buffing brush, it's easy for you to go right into the area that you would like to contour or apply the product, and it's going to be more precise. It is a little bit tapered more at the top, so it is going to place the product on there beautifully, and then you can actually go in circular motions to blend out the product. So these are my two favorites, the Expert brush and the contour brush. Now for those who want to use the product as a golden touch to the skin as well as just slimming the face a little bit, I absolutely love these tapered type of brushes. Now I have 3 of them, and they're all different types of price ranges. Now this one is from the Sigma line, and this is their tapered face F25. I like to use this because it is tapered. It really goes underneath the cheekbones beautifully, and it's easy to maneuver the product. You can also use it on the tip to really concentrate it in certain areas that you need it for. This one in particular, I do have to say it does shed and it is rough on the skin. A better alternative in my opinion is this one by Real Technique, and this is their blush brush. I absolutely love how much it's tapered, and it really makes the product go on nicely. And again, it's very affordable, available at your drugstore. Now the last one is a lot more expensive. It is made out of blue squirrel hair, and this is from Ray Morris. This is their Pro Powder brush, and I love this one because look at how it goes onto the skin. It isn't very dense, so it dispenses the product really nicely. Very easy to blend. Sometimes I also even just go in with this contouring one to concentrate it, and using this one to just really blend it out. It's really important when you're using a bronzer to blend out the product. Now lastly, these are 2 brushes that I love to use for bronzers, and they are angled type of brushes. Now this one is from Chanel. This is their powder contour brush in number 2, and this one is easy. You just put the powder product on the tip right there on the side that is shorter, and what you do is you can blend it so easily because this side right here is a lot more softer and less dense, so it's going to blend out that contour a lot better. I also like it if you want to use the whole entire side of the brush and going this way to really make a big difference. If you have a bigger face and you really want that contour to blend nicely, this is the perfect way to use it, is to use it instead of horizontally, vertically. Now the next brush is the Ultimate Cheekbone number 3 by Ray Morris. It's their angled kabuki, and this is really easy to contour. It's really precise, so it's going to give you that perfect shape underneath the cheekbones, as well as you can blend it into the hairline as well as down the nose area. It's dense enough, but it also blends beautifully. So those are the brushes I particularly love to contour as well as bronze and the products. I hope you guys find that this video was helpful, and maybe I've converted you to love bronzer. Definitely try it. I think anyone will benefit from bronzing your skin a little bit. I know a lot of people like their skin to look maybe lighter, but I do find that contouring around the face area really accentuates your face shape and just makes it look very flattering. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!